Hello and welcome to the Great Unexplained Debate show where you see exactly what we say. I'm Karl Beattie and I'm going to be your host for the next hour, asking questions and hopefully getting straightforward answers. Well, I know I'll get straightforward answers because of my guests today. I wanted to say a very warm welcome back to Andy Lewin. Thank you very much. Paranormal investigator, and you're at Manchester Haunted.
Yep.
How's things going?
Great, yeah, very good.
Good. Busy?
Yeah. I think I saw my first ghost at the last investigation, actually. Well,
oh, superb. Well, I definitely want to hear more about that. Steven Mera, the chairman of one of the longest running associations, Manchester Association of Paranormal Investigation and Haunting. Thank you very much for coming back. Always welcome. And of course, next to me, I've got Fred Batt. Welcome back, Fred. Demonologist, witchcraft expert, and paranormal investigator. Thanks, guys, so much for coming, and I really do appreciate it. Now, every time we have these discussions and you're here, I run out of time so quickly. And so and as I recall the last time you were here, we kind of hit the end before we were even in the full swing of it. So I'm going to get into this straight away. I'd like to start by talking about reading into the future, tarot readings, astrology, and that kind of malarkey. What your beliefs are. What are your belief systems in it?
Well, divination covers. There are literally thousands of different forms of divination, from the Yorkshire lady reading the tea leaves, tasseography. There's also, believe it or not, there's somebody who reads coffee now.
Coffee beans, or does it have to be ground?
No, actually, what you I like that, good one. When they add the cream into it, apparently, they read it, divination.
That's funny. I had some coffee this morning. I said to Yvette, I said to Yvette this morning, I said, this coffee tastes like dirt. And she said that's not surprising because it was ground earlier. I'm sorry, I had to throw that. I've had that joke back here for probably about 15 years. I know it should have stayed there.
I'm proud of you to just express it.
I got it out. Got it out there. It was great. And I've set the tone for the rest of this debate. Sorry, carry on. Sorry to interrupt.
No. There's thousands of forms of divination. Some of them are ancient, through crystal gazing, water reflection, fire gazing. More nowadays, we've got the cartomancy, which is the cards, which is interesting because reading tarot cards, somebody will sit down and try and find out something about their future. If they do the reading 5 minutes afterwards, again, it'll be all completely different. And their argument will be, well, your future changes every minute. So it means absolutely nothing, then, does it? There is palm reading, which means absolutely nothing as well. I haven't actually found one which does actually work. But there are thousands and thousands of different ones which people will practice and use. At one time they used to use a cockerel. And this is the 1300s.
Is that illegal now?
In the 1300s, they had a cockerel. And if you thought your wife was having an affair with your best buddy, they'd get this cockerel and they'd lay the alphabet out in a circle and put food on each letter. And depending on the letters the cockerel would go to, if it ran to the letter of your best mate's name, that'd be it.
Where can you buy cockerels from?
I've got ducks and geese. Does that work?
I don't know about the ducks and geese, but honestly, it was taken seriously, and people literally were killed over the cockerels, But the practice of tasseography has been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's still very much evident today.
So that's the great cockerel.
There must be something to do with the first syllable of the name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Electromancy it's called that one, by the way, Alex.
Andy, what's your take on tarot cards and?
Yes, preposterous. You know what I mean? I went for what you just said then, where someone's read your card, and then like 5 minutes later, they read again. Well, it's completely different now because like say for instance, if we're going off that train of thought, I take a drink with my right hand, but another part of me might have done it with my left hand. So then another part of me goes on that way, where I could have gone that way. So my entire future is completely different.
So you can change just with whatever. And it's that point of if you lose your keys in the morning, and that means you're probably 5-10 seconds later getting in your car than normal, then has your whole day changed to what it would have been had you not lost your keys?
I always think that when I'm stuck behind somebody in traffic. You know what I'm saying? The day had to have run exactly the way it ran. I had to have got out of bed, the side of the bed I got out, I'd have to have lost my glasses even though I was wearing them. I got out of the room, and then the cockerels disappeared, and then...
It's like the film Sliding Doors, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a different features. Yeah.
But it's also the joke of the lady and the husband and wife on a platform, and she's saying to him, if you'd hurried, we'd have just caught that train that we just missed. And he said, if you hadn't hurried me so much, we wouldn't have had so long to wait for the next one. So it's that kind of, where, Fred, what's your take on tarot cards?
Difficult to say. Everybody wants to believe something nice about this stuff. So if someone does a reading for them or they read their horoscope, they want to believe what they're saying if it's nice, Astrology, I can't see how, say, millions of readers of the sun, if you're a Virgo, they can all be the same if you've got a horoscope in the paper. So I don't really know. I don't really believe in that, to be honest with you.
Also, from my standpoint, I think it's all absolute hokum. I really do. I think that how many people are on the planet, roughly?
6 billion.
6 billion. Okay, so we're looking at 500 million. If we've split them all equally, 500 million to each astrology sign. Now, I'm pretty sure I can say now that Sagittarius are going to tall, dark band, but beware someone called John. They're going to actually have some good news by the end of today. This afternoon, 3 o'clock, some very good news is going to come in for all of those Sagittarians out there. Now, I know out of that 500 million of Sagittarians out there, that's going to be spot on.
Of course it is. There was the Billy Connolly stand-up where he religiously used to look at his stars in the paper every day, and he used to live his life by it. And he ended up working for this paper, and someone rang him up and said, "Billy, can you do the stars for today, mate? Because I forgot to do it." And he completely shattered his life because he was devoted to it.
If you actually look at it, break astrology down, really look into it, you'll find that it's mostly just Barnum statements, which are certain statements which are appealing to individuals, such as you've recently had financial difficulties, you have unspent energy, you really feel that you've not reached your full potential.
It's funny you should say that.
Barnum statements will fit anybody. So
because I've done a thing here, which I'd like to read out, that is your astrology reading. And maybe the viewers at home can listen to this as well and see if it applies to them.
This is down for Leos, all Leos. This is
all
so
Leos.
If you're Leo at home, this is your astrology reading.
You're a sensitive person with a good sense of humour who is concerned about others, how others see you. You work hard, but are still sometimes nervous about the future. Overbearing, demanding people get you down, but you usually cope okay. You have a few personal bodily concerns you told no one about. You don't mind children, you just can't take their TV shows. Sometimes you get sick of this area and you think about better places you've visited. Lots of people are putting pressure on you. You like being outside, you need time to unwind. You will get grief in a few days from some of the same idiots who bothered you last week. Some of your favourite TV shows are on Friday night. There are still a few secrets you don't share with your best friends. You like salty food and sometimes see weird spots when you blink your eyes. You sometimes feel like you have dropped 20 feet when you sleep, and then get really strange dreams. In spite of how you may sometimes feel, things will start getting better for you.
Now, what I want is that's for all the Leos out there. Oh, sorry, the Sagittarius. No, sorry,
the Virgos.
Oh, sorry, the Virgo. Now that I can pretty much sure that probably is yours. Is mine.
There's definitely some.
Yeah,
I can find some relation
some
to that.
I think what I want to do is talk in more depth about, because that's basically Barnum statements. I want to talk after the break in more depth about that and the astrology. So please don't go away and join us in a couple of minutes.